Martin's Test Shaves, and it's Wednesday the 10th of December. I want to do a posh shave. I just feel I deserve a posh shave, and I don't know why I do. So I'm going to use Declaration Grooming, and this is particularly nice, the Taxis. It hasn't been used for a while by me. It's a nice colour. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous aroma. Really, really nice. So anyway, I'm going to use that, but more to the point, I'm going to use a posh razor. I'm going to use an Iberia Zephyr. Now, Iberia, of course, are the quintessential top-end Spanish razor. Anybody that knows anything about Spanish razors knows that they are pretty much the peak. They're a very large razor, very high quality razor. Anyway, I'm just going to lash a bit of this on. Do excuse the strange looks today. I'm about to go out, and I thought, no, I better have a shave first. So this is going to be a quick shave. Anyway, quick. This lathers up very nicely, but then when you're using a synthetic brush, they always lather quickly. So I think we can almost call that it. And allow me to show you what a Zephyr looks like. And I've got to say, of all the prettiest boxes and prettiest razors, Iberia are about the best. However, I'll shut up and show you. Right, there's the Iberia case. Very simple, very plain, well, relatively. And of course, it's got the 14 on the end, so it is a big razor. So this is the Iberia Zephyr 14, and it has, as you can see, a gorgeous gold panel with Iberia Céfiro, which of course is Spanish for Zephyr. Ooh, I'm making a mess today. Yeah, anyway, there she is in all her beauty. It's got the Basset stamp on the Ricasso. Basset SA, Barcelona, made in Spain. And again, well, how tragic that the world has turned, and that men don't use, well, excuse me, the men don't use straight razors. Anyway, here we go, chaps. Let's try this on the right side of the face. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I've got to say, it's been a while since I've used this, and I should use it more. Oh, that's unbelievable. Absolutely effortless. Yeah, that's a good edge. So I did something right. I don't remember though what edge I put on it, which is a bit of a sad thing when I can't remember. Call it old age, I don't know. Anyway, I can't. But it was NOS. It was new old stock. So obviously it cost a few quid. And I don't regret it. Being self-employed all my life in military antiques, I've never actually had a chance for many holidays, so all the tens of thousands I could have spent on holidays educating myself, I didn't. Oh, I can't tell you how nice this edge is. I'll freely admit, as I haven't used it for about nearly a year, I think, I did give it a reasonable stropping before use to make sure the hanging hair tested impeccably. And I've got to say, with the hanging hair test, which is the king of all the tests, it should cut, and it did cut the hair both directions, and not just right close to the blade. I mean, you know, like halfway along the hair. So it's got a very keen edge. I'm going to put a little bit more lather on because I like the lather, and I'll go against the grain. This is only going to be a very, very simple, very short, hopefully very short shave. I am due out. I've got people to see and things to do. Can you hear that? I mean, that is just unbelievable. it cuts so well I can hardly feel it cutting. Second pass. Absolute perfection. I think of all the razors, this one is amongst the Rolls Royce. Yeah. It's noisy because it is a big hologram blade, but my goodness me. Buffing pass. Yeah. Absolutely superb. So, you might not be able to afford a Rolls Royce. At least not a new one. You might not be able to afford a Lamborghini. But this is the Lamborghini of the razors. And sadly, this will be quite a late one, probably made 1970s. But no more, alas. There are some wonderful custom razors out there, but there's a grace and there's a romance, for want of a better word, using one of these. And a very fine investment. Until, of course, all the Nancy boys don't want to use these anymore. They've got these little plastic razors. Or that god-awful design by King Gillette. However, I mustn't offend everybody, must I? No. But this is a superb piece of steel. I'm taking my time and savouring it. But for those who might have tuned in to my channel who are new to straight razor shaving, you won't become really good overnight, but it's worth it. It's like so many things in life. You know, you don't get to learn to play a guitar or a violin overnight. But would I ever go back to any other form of shaving? No way. So, there you have it. This is the marvellous Iberia 14 Céfiro, or Zephyr, named of course after Zephyrus, the Greek god of the west wind. And I've got to say, this is as smooth as any west wind, and any Greek god would be rather pleased to shave with one of these. And I own it. Anyway, so that's it, guys. That's a perfect shave, absolutely delicious. I'll show you one more time. There's the box, the case rather. There is the Iberia Céfiro. What I would add, because I don't usually bother, is it always pays to make sure you have a pipe cleaner about in your bathroom or wherever you do your shaving. The pipe cleaner has tremendous uses. Here's a little one here. Put it in the scales, wiggle it about, just to make sure that you're putting the blade into a perfectly dry housing. Otherwise, you risk the tragedy of corrosion. Also, I will actually give this a light stropping for the simple reason, after a shave, it resets the edge and theoretically resets the edge. I'm going to use this, which of course to anybody that knows is a Kaneyama strop. So we'll do a few on there. Just enough to reset the little tiny infinitesimal teeth on the edge. That's the theory. But more to the point, it also dries, make sure your edge is completely dry. So use a canvas, very nice polished canvas strop. One of these, this being of course a Kaneyama, which again, like the Céfiro, is the holy of holies. And yeah, that will do. So that's it, guys. I'm done. I'll put a splash on in a minute, but I don't want to take all your time up. We're coming up to 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this. Martin's Shave Tests. Over and out.